Hi guys, Brain here, and welcome to another commentary video. Today I'm going to be asking you a question, a lot of very Twitch-based questions lately. Like we had the builder post video thing, and now we're talking about like this subject today, which if you could read the title, good for you. Good job, your eyes are working. We're a lot of Twitch-based stuff, but I don't know. Like I said lately, I'm kind of cool with the game. I really like Dead by Daylight for the most part, which is funny. I know a lot of people are like, DBD's in the worst state it's ever been, blah blah blah. That's been a lot of like what a lot of content creators are making. I'm kind of feeling the opposite. Like I really enjoy the game, but it really is the community aspect of Dead by Daylight that's really like getting my goat lately, like getting under my skin and bothering me. So it's just what I want to talk about. And obviously a lot of the DBD community express themselves on social media, and one of the most prevalent social medias where DBD is prevalent obviously is the Twitch zone of things, where people are streaming Dead by Daylight literally all the time. Obviously I am one of those people that does that, so on twitch.tv/TheMrHeadache, where you can see me play Dead by Daylight 4 days out of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 Eastern. Usually I start early just because I want to hang out with the homies. So yeah, let's do that. Self-plug. Actually, funnily related to that, in terms of the title, and getting into the discussion topic, is that I find that Dead by Daylight streamers have more of a problem than most other streaming communities that I have ever seen trying to delve into any sort of variety. It seems like I see posts like almost every day on Dead by Daylight Twitter talking about somebody who's like not like a huge streamer, not like an Otts or a True Talent or something like that, because like when like True Talent or someone switches over to like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, I can see them still pull like 1K viewers, which is like still less than what they usually get, but 1K viewers on Twitch is a tremendous amount of people. So yeah, they're fine, they're good. But most DBD streamers that I see like anywhere from ranging from like 20 to like 100 200 people, like or basically sub 1K zone, sub 1,000 viewers, whenever they switch games and they try to play something else, even something else they like very much enjoy, something that they're clearly really into and passionate about, and something that they really have fun playing. I've noticed that the Dead by Daylight community, more than a lot of communities, really just kind of like shuts off whatever they're trying to branch into, whatever variety that they're trying to do. They're just like very aggressively, very unwilling to support other content from Dead by Daylight streamers. And I was talking about this the other day with someone. I asked them, and what their response was that they believe that Dead by Daylight is a very lurk-heavy community. And I don't know what about Dead by Daylight specifically lends itself to being a lurk-heavy community. Maybe it's just like super easy to understand the rules of the game. Like I can look down at I can just open a stream right now, look down at it, see, okay, there are 2 gens and somebody's dead. So like even just at a glance, even if I'm not like fully paying attention to the match, I can see the killer's probably gonna win this, right? 2 gens, somebody already dead. A bad position for the survivor. Survivor's probably gonna lose this. So I can just like kind of clock out, keep doing my own thing, watch something else, work on something else, and check back in later. But the point of that being is that they were talking about how like that Dead by Daylight is a very lurk-heavy community. So with that, obviously, if somebody switches to something that is not Dead by Daylight, they switch to something that's not what they were lurking for, that they switch off. And I think it's funny because I also see kind of like I see the ops in the Dead by Daylight community a lot too. I see that the Dead by Daylight community, a lot of people will try in chat to be like very like outwardly supportive, like like pretend like, hey, I love you, I'm here for the streamer, not for the game. And then the moment they switch games, like half of everybody leaves. Right? Like, I'll watch you play anything. But when push comes to shove and they actually do start playing something else, then all those people leave. So clearly that's not the case. Like I said, I feel like I see like a lot of like mid to moderately popular DBD streamers try to play more variety and try to do more things from a variety's perspective, and they lose like half their viewer base. Like it is a very stark cut. It's a huge cut to their viewer count. And a lot of people will say like, I'm more happy than ever, and things are going well, I'm only streaming to my community that matters. But on the Twitch side of things, it's entirely based on who you can pull in and who you can retain, because those are the people that are, gifting the subs, gifting the bits, and that sort of thing. Obviously, in terms from a heart perspective, inside yourself perspective, yeah, that stuff matters way more. and I'll be the first one to tell you that. But in terms of like success TM, like people flock. People leave in flocks when they see Dead by Daylight streamers try something new. And I don't see that to such a massive extent in other gaming communities. Maybe another idea that I have is maybe just because it's like DBD is really realistically the only ASIM in town that's like super popular. Because I will say, when I was going back and forth between Texas Chainsaw and Dead by Daylight, I personally didn't experience too much of a fall off in terms of my viewer base whenever I'd switch between those games, because they were both, you know, horror themed ASIMs, right? So like, even though I would switch to a completely different game, it was still in the same genre. It was still the same theme. So I wasn't losing as many people, but there was even, there was a lot of people that just never ever showed up for a Texas Chainsaw stream, which is wild. They just literally, I am only into Dead by Daylight. I only care about Dead by Daylight. If you, God forbid, you try to do anything slightly fun that isn't Dead by Daylight, I hate you and I'm never watching you again. Like, it's just the most wild stuff in the universe. It is just wild how devoted the DBD player base is. And it's funny to be so devoted and so aggressive when there's no other competition. Like, no other realistic competition to be that devoted to Dead by Daylight. It's just so, it's so bizarre. But like the main point of that point I was trying to make was more so being that perhaps it has something to do with the fact that DBD is kind of like the only game in its genre that's really like itself. Like, there's really nothing else that you can go to that's similar. So if you're switching off Dead by Daylight, you're not going to another horror themed ASIM that's like vaguely similar. You're probably likely going to something that's like very vastly different. Something that's very, very wildly, like, not even remotely in the same ballpark. Like, for example, I found out that a lot of my people that watch me on Twitch also like Witcher, like whether it be the Netflix, the games, the books. We're just a bunch of Witcher fans. So I had been playing Witcher 3 here and there, just as like a way to wind down a stream. I'd still do like the normal 5-6 hours of DBD, but then I would switch over afterwards. But like, that's an RPG. That is an adventure RPG. There are scary parts in Witcher, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, it's just an adventure RPG. So that is like leagues and leagues and leagues and leagues away. They're a completely different ballpark than a horror themed ASIM. Not even remotely the same ballpark. So I can see a lot of people leaving for that reason. But I don't know. I'm just trying to like decipher and kind of like pin down just the main reasons why DBD players or DBD viewers in specific seem to be so opposed to watching anything that's not Dead by Daylight or supporting anything that's not Dead by Daylight. What is it about DBD viewers that just cannot stomach, do not want in any way to watch a streamer play something else? Like, if they go into variety, they're just done for. I mean, this is one of those things that, like, I know I ask a lot. Like, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below. But this is one of those things that, like, your anecdotes here would do a tremendous amount. It really would. Because hearing directly from you, why do I not do that? Why do I not continue to watch somebody when they switch? You know, it's... I do want to know. I legitimately want to know. Because even, and this is helpful too, because I know a lot of people that watch me also stream Dead by Daylight. There are people bigger than me that watch me. There are people that are smaller creators than me that watch me. But this is good. This is good info for people that are wanting to branch out, people thinking about branching out, people that are branching out and not really liking it, to get that info, to get that intel, like, why does this not work? What do we want as a viewer base that you're not doing? So comments now are probably more helpful than ever. So I would very, very much appreciate you give me your take on why you don't watch other games that Dead by Daylight streamers play. So yeah, thank you so much for your help ahead of time. I very much appreciate y'all. But I do upload daily, so I will see you in the Tomorrow Zone for tomorrow's video. But if I do not see you there, friends, I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.